Muted. I'm muted again. Okay, welcome to Zack Attack News Live. Sorry about the messy intro. Had it all prepared in my head. It's July 23rd. I'm excited to talk to you about all the topics we have today. Deadpool and Wolverine premiere was today, so we have a lot of the early reactions. We have some early reviews. We have the early Rotten Tomatoes score for it. We have news about a new comic book movie from a different company finally getting officially announced and hopefully coming out next year. We have some trailers to react to and talk about Twister's big box office. Super excited to get into all those news stories with you guys today. As usual, vote on the poll and let me know how you're feeling. And in the comments down below, let me know how your day was and if you're eating anything cool. Number one rule in Zack Tech News Live: if you're eating something, let me know what you're eating. Give me some suggestions. Okay, let's see what the comments have to say, and then I'll get into the first topic. 80s Kids for the 90s. I'm so excited for the Deadpool MCU intro. I watched Sean Chandler's review for the film, and I'm glad it's a movie I can tolerate. I'll see if one of my olders can take me next week. Interesting, because I know that you do not like R-rated films, so I understand you're saying you're not too big of a fan of R-rated films. So you feel like based on what Sean Chandler said that you can tolerate what's going on there. Interesting. Hey, Zach, how are you doing today? I'm so excited for Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm going to say Zadpool. I am doing really good. I'm solid. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm cautiously excited. Looking at some of these reactions, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in there with an open mind, but not be too so excited that I get disappointed. I started watching Deadpool today, but then I had to turn it off because I had such a bad headache. Damn, that sucks. It's a fun movie. So I'm going to try it tomorrow with the second Deadpool movie. Hopefully I don't have any headache tomorrow. Yeah, get some rest, man. Get some rest. He said, we had a crazy rainstorm here just a little bit ago. It was raining so hard. I got soaked in literally less than a minute. Looks like a hurricane was coming to Michigan. Yeah, it was raining pretty hard here last week. And a lot of people did not bring their umbrellas. I always have mine. And got soaked. And when I got on the street, came back home, the street was flooded because the sewer pipe burst on when I was driving home. The water almost came up to my car door. Holy crap. That's scary. That is scary. You have a video. I will send you the video that I made how bad it was raining. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. Silly goose. You're muted. I had a Chipotle burrito for dinner. Sounds delicious. I can't handle the material in Deadpool 1. Interesting. Because I heard that the comedy is similar, so I wonder if you'll be able to handle Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, but you're able to handle Deadpool 2? Interesting. Okay. Maybe I don't remember too much the difference between the comedy between those two. So I felt like it was more the same in Deadpool 2 than Deadpool 1. Or maybe are you talking about the story that they were telling you could handle? That's interesting. Well, we were talking about Deadpool. Let's get right into it. This is our first topic of the night. The first topic of the night is Deadpool and Wolverine is coming out this Friday, and everyone's super excited for this film, right? MCU has been kind of on a slump critically, audience-wise, box office-wise. It feels like it's starting to get pushed out of Hollywood and not as important. Other franchises are coming in, and the DCEU is turning into the DCU run by James Gunn, and that is going to be taking over the superhero space pretty soon. And now Marvel might get knocked out by that, depending on how well James Gunn does. So a lot of hype has been around Deadpool and Wolverine entering the MCU. This crossover movie that's also going to be a multiverse movie, bridging the Fox X-Men universe with the MCU all together in an R-rated fashion. The premiere happened, so now we're going to be looking at some of these early reactions and reviews from people in the industry that saw it, reviewed it, and got some social media reactions. So I got a mixture of social media embargo reactions and some early reviews that are non-spoiler. All non-spoilery stuff. I have to say, if you come in this live stream and you put anything that's spoilery in the chat, you will be automatically kicked and banned. Do not do that. No spoilers. The movie has not come out yet. So I'm excited to talk about these non-spoiler reactions. So this is from Rohan Patel. Deadpool Wolverine is the perfect love letter to the X-Men movies. Balls to the wall, awesome, with plenty of heart and humor will leave you wanting more. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are the perfect duo and inject a much-needed shot of coke-fueled adrenaline into the MCU. Super excited to hear the duo is working out. I can't think of if I've seen Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman in a film before, so this might be their first time interacting, even though they're really great friends. Maybe they have been in a movie before. Let me know if I'm wrong. But Deadpool and Wolverine is one of the best bromances in the comics. So the fact that they're nailing that relationship is awesome, and I'm super excited to see. Eric Davis on Twitter said, "Let's effing go. Absolutely love Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes, the cameos and surprises are epic, and the humor, action, blood soul fights, and needle drops are tremendous too. But it's the respect and love for the characters that win you over. This is the ultimate Deadpool movie. It's the ultimate Wolverine movie. I question ultimate Wolverine movie. He kind of lowering down Logan. I don't know. It's a damn good time, and the best of the three Deadpool movies for sure. Have fun. Those are big, big claims for this movie. Especially, I'm not. It's not hard for me to think this would be the best Deadpool movie because while I like the first two Deadpool movies, I don't love them. So I'm not shocked that this could be better than those two movies. But I'm shocked that this could be better than Logan per se because it feels like it's gonna be a lot more fluff and fun and less story. But we'll see. Cryptic HD Quality said Deadpool and Wolverine is a bloody, fun car trip and emotional roller coaster ride. Hugh and Ryan deliver exceptional performances blending nostalgia, humor, and heart. We've seen a lot of heart and humor in this when they're talking about that, which is great. That's like the core of the MCU, having heart and humor. It dives into themes of revenge, loss, moral ambiguity, and family, all while being packed with delightful cameos. So I really wanted to point this one out because we haven't really known like the themes or what the story is really going to get into with Deadpool and Wolverine. It's nice to see that there's different themes here. This says revenge. We didn't get any of that in the trailers. So that's going to be really interesting to see how those play out in this film while doing all the crazy cameos. This is from David Thompson. Deadpool Wolverine is the funniest MCU project ever, and of course, the goriest. Interesting. Funnier than Ragnarok, Guardians of the Galaxy. That's going to be interesting to see. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman together as these icons are incredible. That's what he's meant to say. Not is incredible. Well, kind of is incredible. Things are incredible. It's not perfect, but it's thrilling theatrical experience and a step in the right direction for Marvel. So, that was the first one that high praise for the film. First one that says it's not perfect, that they do have problems, but obviously this is a quick reaction. But they're saying it's a step in the right direction. I'm iffy on that. I'm one of the people that haven't really had an issue with a lot of the Marvel films that have come out. Of course, I don't love all the stuff that's been out in the MCU. I think Secret Invasion was actual garbage. I think Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was mediocre. I think Thor: Love and Thunder was just a little better than that. But the rest of the films and shows I pretty much really enjoyed. But I know a lot of people are wishing that the hype around it, the MCU and the love and how we all end up liking a movie in the MCU was together. So I'm excited to see how this movie does. That's the wrong one. Deadpool Wolverine is so stupid, but it's fun and has a cute message. I'm not sure it completely saves the MCU from the skid that they even acknowledge, but Hugh Jackman is innocent. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but that's really interesting. He said it's stupid. Stupid in what way? That's very, very interesting. We've seen stupid fun movies before. I'm always excited for something like that. And they're saying that it might not be the savior because everybody's counting this to be the savior of the MCU. I think for me, right now, as I speak, when I look, Deadpool Wolverine has an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is solid, around the same amount as like Infinity War, which is a great movie. And the box office, we're going to be talking about the predictions for that at towards the end of the live stream. I think this movie, box office wise, will be a step in the right direction. I don't know if quality wise of story it will be, but I know the cameos and things like that it's gonna be like No Way Home in terms of cameos and everything that people like. Nate Adams says this is one of the more negative reviews. We're going to start getting some more like negative mixed reviews. Nate Adams says didn't love Deadpool and Wolverine. Felt like there was like 7 movies jammed into one, but I laughed out loud several times, and the cameos are kind of insane. Is literally a eulogy for 20th Century Fox, which is really interesting. So he didn't love the movie. He liked it. He thinks that maybe it's too convoluted and too packed. Says 7 different movies in a film, which I was kind of scared of because it's going to be so much is pulling from. But the movie is fun. And at the end of the day, when you go to the movie theater, you want to have fun, whether it's being scared, whether it's laughing, whether it's feeling tense, whether it's feeling creeped out. That's the fun of going to movies. And this is a comedy. So you definitely want to have some fun. This one's coming from Looper. They gave it a 7 out of 10 on their early review. This is Cynthia Vinny. She said, while there may be a lack of plot in Deadpool and Wolverine, many people will simply luxuriate in the 2+ hours of titular. I never know how to say that word. Heroes doing their thing. So, from what I'm noticing, and I'm going to go into the next one here. IGN gave it a 7 out of 10. Wade and Logan's profanity-laced adventure forces the MCU farther out of its comfort zone than it's been in years. Even though old and increasingly frustrating issues like forgettable villains and barely their plot show that breaking the fourth wall isn't always enough to save a movie's foundational problems. So a lot of people are saying the movie is really, really fun and awesome, but the plot is not great. Unfortunately, it doesn't hold the story up, which I'm kind of afraid of. I feel like I have a hot take. Spider-Man No Way Home plot wasn't that great. It was just the characters that really carried that movie, and I think that's what's going to happen here. This one was like, damn. Ryan L. Terry said, exhausting, pandering, derivative. Deadpool and Wolverine suffers from thinking it's more clever and funny than it actually is. The hyper meta humor is overplayed, and the gags are repetitive to the point of boredom. Jeez, this man basically said,
it's trash.
God damn. He did not like this movie. He did not like this movie at all. Woo, that's crazy. I don't feel like I will feel like that. And I feel obviously most people are not going to feel like that. But I feel like a lot of people looking for a great story for some reason is not going to love this. This one's from Variety. The laughs are given, but not the misty-eyed reaction to the final minutes of Deadpool and Wolverine, which is by far the most fan service sequel released under Marvel's banner. And that's saying something, since the comic book empire panders even harder to its flock than a faith-based industry does. In the past, such shameless giving the folks what they want ism might have been a bad thing, but here it serves as a welcome corrective to the superhero overload of the past 15 years. Now that the Disney-backed Marvel Cinematic Universe seems to be running on fumes, the entire genre could use a shakeup, and this Jester-like character is just the guy to do it. So this sounds like somebody that hasn't been having a good time with superhero movies, somebody that's not really enjoying them overall. He talked about the last 15 years and everything like that. So I'm not the person that sees like I would be talking to them about it, but there will be people who feel like that. Even something like this, which was a shocking one. This is the last one for the day, and that's GameStop. Gave it a 4 out of 10. Very, very low, saying it's a bad movie. Deadpool and Wolverine, ultimate downfall, complete inability to wrangle its tone. So a lot of people have talked about over and over and over about, the movie is really funny, but it has emotional moments, and it's a lot going on with this film, it seems like. And it seems like the tone is off and all throughout. And I can even see that when you watch some of the trailers and things like that. Woo! I know the trailers feel different tones even throughout the first initial trailer. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's balanced. And some people do not like it, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the film. I'm cautiously excited. Like I said, I went to No Way Home. I loved watching it in the theaters. I was super hyped when everybody came on the screen. But on rewatches, I was like, oh, I don't like this as much. Still great. But I'm hoping that this has enough fun for me to overlook the messy plot that I expect. So guys, let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about these early reactions for Deadpool and Wolverine. Does it make you more excited for the film? Does it make you less excited? Or are you about the same? And are you going to check it out on opening weekend? Drop all those comments down below. And if you're live, stay tuned. See what the comments have to say. It's not the comedy part. It's the adult material that happened in the first film. Okay, got you. Let's effing go. They turned off the audience score. Well, they have to turn off the audience score because there's no audience yet. The regular people haven't seen the movie yet, so you can't rate the movie. This is not a Disney thing. It just makes sense. They don't want people either hate bombing it or love bombing it. Let's effing go. Let's go. Imagine all the fourth wall jokes that happen. I'm pretty sure there's going to be 100 fourth wall breaking jokes. Deadpool was way more entertaining. Deadpool 2 was way more entertaining than 1. That's very, very interesting. I didn't think so. I enjoyed Deadpool 1 more than Deadpool 2, but that's the great moments of cinema. It's very subjective. Hello, man. I'm drinking ginger ale, root beer, and oh, guys, so good. My hands hurt from opening the bottle, but how are you also? Let's effing go. What's up, Laser? Welcome to the live stream. I hope you're doing well. Ginger root beer is great. So I'm hope you're having a good time with that. And yes, you should have used your shirt or a bottle opener to open that so you didn't mess your hands up. Did you see that the Wolverine bussy is on sale at AMC? I never wanted to say extra butter so many times. This is why I say the things about you, Laser, that I say. Because you make comments like this. I think the only Marvel movie I did not like was the one with the Marvels. Interesting. Okay. John Campion mentioned there was a review that says Deadpool and Wolverine is what Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness should have been like. Interesting. It's very, very interesting. I liked Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, but it could have been a lot better. The writing kind of let that movie down a little bit. And also having two directors and all that stuff. The only Disney Plus show I did not like was Secret Invasion, but I do like one thing about Secret Invasion, that it was her name from Game of Thrones, Emilia Clarke. Okay. I thought Emilia Clarke was very okay in that series, but Secret Invasion overall is just not good. All right. Let's get into the next topic. We've been talking about comic book movies. I'm going to continue talking about comic book movies. And the next topic is about Image Comics. So Image Comics has been around for a long time. It's actually my personal favorite comic book company. They make Invincible. They make so many amazing comics and have a great universe. And we're starting to finally start getting some movies. We have a television show, obviously, an animated Invincible show. We were supposed to be getting some other shows and things like that from the Image universe, or movies we should be getting from famous comics. But one of the most famous characters within that universe, one of the most famous superheroes in the world, and that's not Marvel or DC, is Spawn. Right, so Spawn is a character that had a movie way back in the 90s. I like that movie still, even though it does not hold up at all. The VFX is terrible. The lines are cheesy. Everything you can name it, but I love the movie still, and it had an awesome animated series that you can watch on Amazon Prime right now. But Todd McFarlane, the creator of Spawn, has been working on this project for a long time, and he finally shown the finished script for King Spawn. On the left is the volume of the comic if you want to check it out before the movie comes out, which is supposed to be coming out next year. On the right is the picture that Seth MacFarlane, no, it's not Seth MacFarlane, so Todd McFarlane shared in order to show that this movie is being announced. So Todd McFarlane's long-awaited Spawn movie will be titled King Spawn, the comic book legend revealed today on social media. The announcement comes in form of a script cover, which suggests the script is finally finished and production could start soon. Todd McFarlane announced the film in 2016. Jamie Foxx was attached to star in 2017, and Blumhouse came on in 2019. However, COVID, script changes, and writer strike has delayed the project. So this movie has been long announced, long gestated. Obviously, it came out in 2016. It's now supposed to be coming out in 2025. That's almost 10 years. It was announced before Blade was announced. You know what I'm saying? And Jamie Foxx has been attached to it for a long time. A lot has even happened to him since then. The original story for this movie was supposed to be a low budget indie horror film with Spawn, where the two of the characters that are from the comic, Sam and I forgot what the other character name, or two cops, they're usually chasing around Spawn, and they see him as like a horror villain when he's taking out these bad guys, which I thought was an interesting idea. But Todd McFarlane was able to secure Jamie Foxx to lead the role, which obviously Jamie Foxx is a big actor, he's a movie star. And then Jeremy Renner is also attached to be in this movie as well. So he was like, well, I can't make this small indie movie I want to make because we have these two bigger in life kind of actors in it. We have to make something bigger. So the plot is going to be a little different. The name has been changed. And for a lot of people, you might not know who Spawn is. So who is Spawn? Albert Francis, or Al Simmons, better known as Spawn, is a mercenary who died and went to hell for his crimes against humanity. Following a deal with Malaboliga, I don't know how to say that name, Simmons is given a new life as a Hellspawn and chance to see his wife, Wanda, once again. The deal is revealed to be a trick, as Simmons is brought back to life 5 years after his death, unrecognizable to his wife and missing many of his memories. With little other choices, Simmons adopts his new hellish identity as Spawn in an effort to atone for his past sins and use his newfound powers for good. Spawn is an R-rated comic. It's a controversial comic because it deals with religion and hell and having spirits, demons, and things like that, and doesn't hold back on what Spawn can do. He's done some crazy things in the comics, but they're specifically going to be focusing on King Spawn, which is a expanding universe story. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to change the title. I was supposed to just say what is King Spawn, but King Spawn is the name for a comic series launched in August of 2021, the first ongoing story from the expanded Spawn universe, because they started expanding the story because the solo comic sells so well. Following the original series launched in 1992. It was written by Sean Lewis and the primary artist Javier Fernandez. The story King Spawn takes on the larger mythos of the war between heaven and hell, as Spawn is caught up in the prophecy of King Spawn and the thrones of hell. It allows Spawn comic series creator Tom McFarlane to bring together years of larger mythos of Spawn series, the Throne of Hell, God Throne, Dead Zones, Wanda Blake's death, into a grand epic tale of Al Simmons Spawn having to decide where he stands in the war between the ultimate good and evil from his position considerable power as leader. So a little bit of information about that, right? So that sounds like a big budget, maybe 2-hour epic film that possibly can be created. That sounds very, very interesting. A little bit more details is that a villain that Spawn faces off often, that comes from hell, comes to Earth, leaves the throne of hell, and comes messing with things with Earth. And he has to go down there and make sure a bunch of more hell demons don't come to Earth while this guy's up there, and he takes over the throne. So I feel like that could be a very interesting thing for him to go down there. I'm very curious how they're going to approach this, though, because like I said, this is a character who hasn't had a movie or a television show in a couple decades, and a lot of people going to this movie are not going to know who Spawn is. So how are they going to do the origin plus this storyline for the character and mix it together without it being convoluted or things feeling cheap change? That's the most interesting part. But I'm super, super excited for this movie. I think the comic book genre does need Image and Dark Horse and all these other smaller indie comics to get into the game so we can get different stories. And I talk a lot about franchise or momentum in terms of cinema. And I feel like with the comic book genre right now, we're getting Venom, which is like PG-13, but kind of R-rated. We're getting Deadpool and Wolverine, obviously, which is going to be R-rated. It's going to be a big hit. It feels like it's going to be automatically a big hit. We're going to be getting Joker, which is R-rated. We're going to be getting Blade, which is R-rated. So I think this is a perfect time for R-rated Spawn to come out and build and latch on to that momentum, that R-rated comic book momentum. What do you guys think in the comments down below about the Spawn movie? What do you think about Blumhouse being attached to it? I'm a little worried because Blumhouse, when they first started out, was doing some really solid movies. Now they're kind of doing some really cheap, crappy horror. So I'm hoping they put a little bit of bigger budget into this film and give it a little bit more love and care. But how do you guys feel about Blumhouse being attached, Jamie Foxx starring, and the movie going into production and possibly coming out in 2025? Are you a Spawn fan? Drop all those comments down below. Let me know. If you're in the live chat, stay tuned. Let's see. What? Skybound is pretty good too. Yeah, Skybound makes pretty good stuff. Oh, Zach, are you gonna do a trailer for Dune TV show? And it was the second trailer that came out. I'm not gonna do a trailer reaction for it. I don't really try to do too many Warner Brothers stuff. And it's a TV show as well. I was thinking about it, but I'm not gonna do it because too many they copyright everything. Taking a break from being horny. Love the stream, man. I know nothing about Spawn. Well, hopefully you know more about Spawn now that I gave you a synopsis and told you about the character. Is Jamie Foxx still playing Spawn? From what I read about this, Jamie Foxx is still on to play Spawn. Jeremy Renner is still attached to be in the movie as well. I think he's supposed to be the villain. All I know is he looks like a super muscular version of Spider-Man with a collared cape. That's funny. Spider-Man and Spawn have worked together before, so that's pretty funny. I don't think Spawn looks like Spider-Man though. Awesome, Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renards. Did you see Zach Milne's reaction when I said Hakuna Matatas? Yes, I did. That was pretty hilarious. I was in the live chat. I really want to get the Spawn movie. There was a Spawn movie that I used to own VHS days. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Me too. I don't think I've ever owned it, but I definitely watched that movie a couple times. So maybe I did. I think we need more comic book films based off of smaller brands. That's what I was saying too. I agree with you, 80s kids. We do. My prediction for Deadpool and Wolverine that it could make 100 million or 1 billion. Well, Right now, they're predicting that Deadpool and Wolverine is going to make 360 million this weekend. So it's way past your 100 million, but it's not going to make a billion over the weekend. That would be insane. From the producers of Imaginary King Spawn. First of all, Kendall Sparkerton Jr., what are you doing in this live chat? You're supposed to be watching Deadpool with your family. I appreciate that. That was really, really funny. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how they do that because they love to like put from the producers of this and that. I guess they could put Megan. Megan is Blumhouse. That was a really good movie. I like that movie a lot. They could put other stuff, but yeah, they can't put Imaginary, Night Swim, or Tarot. Definitely not. Laughing Lulu, welcome to the live stream. Said, hopefully we don't get a Hellboy 2019 situation with King Spawn. Hot take, I like the Hellboy 2019 movie. I know a lot of people don't, but I appreciated that movie. I liked it a lot when I was watching it in theaters. But I know I'm in the minority of that, and a lot of people do not like that film. So hopefully it's better quality. I do think that movie wasn't as great quality as what I would have Spawn movie to be. Did you see that Insider 2 will soon make 1.45 billion worldwide? It will pass Frozen 2, and it's the number 13 biggest movie of all time. I definitely did see that. Deadpool, I think, can make 2 billion. It's very, very possible if Inside Out 2 is going to make that much money and Deadpool and Wolverine is opening so big. Not only is Deadpool and Wolverine opening so big, it doesn't have much competition coming in August. There's a lot of movies I want to see in August, but there's no big movies that can tackle it. There's no blockbusters coming out. I think I might be wrong. I mean, I think it couldn't make a billion until it gets out of theaters. It's definitely going to make a billion. With a $360 million opening, unless the movie is actually really horrible, which I don't think so. Even with those reactions that were varied, I think most people are going to enjoy it. Anybody excited for Comic-Con? I'm excited for Comic-Con. I'm definitely excited for some announcements, for them to talk about stuff and get into the goodies. Took a food break, had to stop by and say hi. Appreciate you, man. What you eating? We got Harold and the Purple Crayon. That will make $3 billion. Is that $3 You mean like it's gonna make $3, like $3? Because that's probably what it's gonna make. There's no seats for Deadpool for Thursday and Friday. Yeah, I bought my tickets last week or the week before because I knew it was going to sell out. And like, I couldn't even get multiple tickets. I only could get 2. It'll be funny to hear Deadpool say, wait until it makes $1 billion. Yeah, he should say it. I'm hyped for D23. I'm not hyped for D23. I'm more hyped for Comic-Con. I'm not really hyped for straight Disney news. I got my tickets for 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. You going to watch it twice? Damn. There's only one movie I want to see in August, Trapped. I'm excited for Trapped too, but I want to see what's the name of the Aliens Romulus? I'm excited for. I'm excited for Cuckoo, which we're going to be watching the trailer for, and it's one of the movie I'm excited for in August. Eating Pasta. I think Sing Sing comes out in August too. I'm excited for that. Nice. Because Sean Levy direct the new X-Men film. From what early reactions are saying that he might have opportunity, but we'll see. Pasta is good, man. Pesto and broccoli are my favorite pasta. Nice. Okay. There wasn't many stories today. So what we're going to get into is one of my favorite things to do. And that is, if I can find it. Buy, rent, or sale, where we watch 3 trailers and decide which is the best trailer of the night. And you also tell me on each individual trailer if you buy, rent, or sell. Meaning buy, it's like, oh, I really like this trailer. I'm going to go watch the movies in the theaters. If it's rent, meaning like, I'll wait for it to be a rental or on streaming. And sell me. I'm not watching this at all. Get this out of my face. I think I have 3 very, 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 very interesting trailers today. Let me load it up. And we were just talking about one of August movies that are going to be coming out. Nope. That's not the one I want. Where is it? Boom. There we go. Wish I could lower that down a little bit, but get my booty up. I got to hopefully get a new chair eventually because, oh boy. Let's see. So, later, Kenny Sparks. Appreciate you. So I'm excited. This is going to be my trailer reaction to Cuckoo. This is going to be the second trailer I'm excited for this movie. Neon just dropped Long Legs, and I thoroughly enjoyed that film. And now this looks very, very interesting. The first trailer was really, really strong. So let's check this out right now. It's a funny run.
Please let me in right now! Please let me in!
Lord, what is chasing her that? Whoa.
I'm police investigator Henry Lando. I'd like
I know
to
this
ask
guy.
you a few questions about the incident.
I need you to help me find that woman.
Is he like calling her out of the shadows? What the
How was your
hell?
first day, my dear?
Not good.
The closer you come to where we are now,
The amount of people that have encountered the woman increases.
When are we gonna see some action?
What the hell?
Why did you bring us here?
You are here because your family belongs here.
That's a fucking weird way to put it.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Oh, it feels so good.
Oh, I like her too.
Need
Got
you
some
to come
actors
to
in there I
me
like.
now, Angel.
Watch out!
Ooh.
What did she want from me?
If I were you,
Oh,
I wouldn't want to get hurt even more.
oh God! What the hell? Cuckoo. August 9th. Is that next week? That might be next week. That's a buy for me. I'm down. That looks really, really good. I really like the first trailer. I think there were some things in the first trailer that looked dope. I'm down for the second trailer. I'm interested in Cuckoo. Let me know in the comments down below if you buy, rent, or sell this trailer. Buy. Remember, get buy. You're going to go watch this in theaters. Rent, meaning that you're going to wait for it to hit streaming, or sell. I'm just not interested. I'm not going to go check this out. It's a buy for me. I've been excited for this film for a little while now. If you are watching this afterwards, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to be notified my reviews, reactions, and live discussions. If you're live, stay tuned. He's like scared. I know you don't like. He said, "Damn." He's like, I do not like horror movies. This man, 80 kids, not for it. Hey, Michael 101591. How are you doing, man? He said, not for me. Collect the movie said maybe. Remember, buy, rent, or sell. Sell, to be honest. Laughing Lulu is not down. Not down for Cuckoo. She's not down with the Cuckoo. Let's see. Next trailer is gonna be Dan Stevens is the GOAT though. Facts. He's been on a run, man. What was it? Godzilla X Kong, New Empire, Abigail, and now this. I'm down with him. Good performances in all those stuff. And it looks like he's gonna be creepy in this one too. So the next trailer is gonna be an interesting one. This is one of the most disappointing and controversial films of like this past year, with Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2, and the whole thing with Netflix forcing Zack Snyder to make a PG cut, and now he's releasing his R-rated cut. It's really weird. They're trying to force a Snyder cut situation. It kind of worked because the movie is one of their most viewed movies, but it's not working because people hate this thing. So I'm interested to see what the trailer for the R-rated version looks like. So I know most of you guys are going to say sell, but I'm going to check it out and see what it looks like. It's my reaction to Rebel Moon Director's Cut. The Red Band trailer. What they got? That robot wasn't in the first movie. The hell is that?
And on my breast,
This looks like more a past scene. That's what I wanted more. Like, show me what was happening, why this is even like this. It looks like the PG-13 cut out all the backstory. Oh, okay. There's the R-ratedness. The first trailer had great music too. Okay. They showed that in
Go white and
the first version.
and on white
Ugh.
as Snow
Ugh.
White to darkest world that I died for.
Sexy? You know what?
Oh Lord, he did.
At least I die on the side of honor.
Oh Lord,
Is there still such a thing?
August 2nd is next week. This looks crazy.
Their wrath will be my vengeance.
Where is that coming from? How did they cut all this out the movie? I'm so confused. The director said, is this going to be the whole thing? Like, chapter 1 and chapter 2? So is it going to be in one movie, like all chapters, chapter 1 and 2, just be one film? Or are they going to separate it so you can watch it in 2 parts? That wasn't clear to me at all. I don't know, man. Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2 was so like the first one was so disappointing. The second one was just actually bad. The PG-13 cut was not good. The trailers for those movies looked really great, right? Like I liked the trailers for Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2 PG-13 cut. I was super excited, but the movies were not good, right? And I'm a Zack Snyder fan, and I'm like, this is not good. But also in my head, I was like, they butchered this for trying to recreate the Snyder thing that happened with DC, which made no sense because that ended up backfiring on DC. Why would you want to recreate that? The trailers are more calm. It's not as rock and roll. It's more Sully. I think this looks really good. There's a lot of stuff in there. I'm like, oh, I wish they showed that in the first movie. The movie would have looked better. The movie would have been much better if they would have put this in it originally. And I think it should have been R-rated. The action can be more impactful. It looks like there's going to be some backstory filled in. There's going to be a lot of stuff in there that was missing. But I'm also like, it looks like it could be just more the same. So I'm not gonna say a buy. I'm gonna say a rent, meaning like I'm gonna look for reviews or I might watch it on my own time, but I'll see. Yeah, I'm not super excited for this. But if you're watching this afterwards, let me know in comments down below if you buy, rent, or sale Rebel Moon, the director's cut. Part 1 and Part 2 coming out both on August 2nd. Are you going to check the movies out? Or buy, meaning you're going to buy the movie, you're going to watch it on Netflix. Rent, meaning like get away from some reviews or watch it when you can because it's on streaming. Sell, I'm skipping this completely. I understand if it's a bunch of sales because, woo, those first 2 PG-13 cuts were garbaggio, as Kenny Sparks would say. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and so you can stay tuned on all my videos. And if you're live, stay tuned. Let's see what you guys got to say. Said, I'm done with Rebel Moon. That's fair. Red Band. Yeah, I heard so many things about the movie. Yeah, Red Band meaning it's the R-rated cut. There's blood, the sex, boobs, and stuff like that. The robots must be bustier. Yeah, that first robot was bustier. Rebel Moon trailer song gives my depression a depression. Oh, God. It felt epic. He said, it looks stunning. It does look stunning. It does look so. Yeah, Dang was right. The song is fire. I thought the song was really good. I can't handle certain material in this movie. Totally understand. If this came out before the PG-13 cut, people would actually care about this. Zack Snyder screwed himself over. One thing I'll say, I want to make this a clear thing. Zack Snyder said that he thought it was a weird decision that Netflix wanted a PG-13 cut, and they're the ones that cut that version. He didn't do that. He did not want to do that. So it's Netflix. And Netflix has never come out to say, no, this was Zack's plan. So the fact that they have never said anything means that it's true that they wanted to do this. I think Netflix wanted to recreate the Snyder's whole thing with the Zack Snyder Justice League, and it's backfiring. 80s Kids that sell. I understand there's some things in there that you don't like. I'll definitely check out Rebel Moon Director's Cut next year when I get Netflix back. I never saw the original cut, so this will be the first time watch for me. I think that'll be the best way. Rent, okay. Sell, don't give two craps. I'm sorry. That's fair. I hate Zack Snyder. Wow. What'd he do to you? Potentially rent for me if it gets good reviews and it won't be a waste of my time. I agree. That's why I said rent as well. I'm definitely not watching it if the reviews are just terrible. Sell, and sell. I understand. Mostly hate his fan base, so any project by Snyder, I'm done with it. Okay, so he didn't do anything to you. You just hate some of his fan base. That's because you spend your time on social media, Derpy. It's a lot of terrible fan bases on social media. I noticed Mr. Snyder likes to make a lot of R-rated movies. I guess. Yeah, Watchmen is R-rated. Dawn of the Dead is R-rated. Yeah, that's his thing. He ruined DC? Really? That's a whole different conversation. I don't think he ruined DC at all. That is all Warner Brothers having no plan, ejecting too many times and pivoting. His movies were the higher grossing movies other than Aquaman. It's Aquaman, Batman vs. Superman, and Man of Steel, the highest grossing movies in the DCEU. Everything else that he had no part of are the movies that bombed. So he didn't ruin DC. That's all on Warner Brothers. But let's get to the next trailer. And this, speaking of Warner Brothers and DC, this is a really great segue. We have the Joker Full Ado trailer. So I'm excited for this. This is going to be my trailer reaction for the new official trailer for Joker. Obviously, we got the teaser trailer earlier this year, and now we're going to be getting the official trailer. Excited to see what's going on in this. Let's see what they got for us. I'm excited for this. I don't really like musicals that much, but I'm going to give it a pass for this one. Come on, Lady Gaga. Kill this.
2 years ago, the name Arthur Fleck hit Gotham like a hurricane.
The trial of the century. They believe Arthur Fleck to be some kind of martyr. Well, he's not.
This is exactly what he wanted.
When you're smiling, when I'm smiling,
When I first saw Joker, when I saw you,
the whole world smiles with you.
for
This is
once
definitely-
in my life, I didn't feel so alone anymore.
When you're laughing,
Oof. It's always so skinny out. I don't know how he does that.
the sun comes shining.
Oh, they burn? That's how to get out?
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me.
Joaquin Phoenix got
How
both.
about you, Arthur? Do you still think you're a star?
Showtime. The whole world smiles with you.
You can do anything you want.
The sun comes.
You're Joker.
Look around. Look at all these people. I will no longer allow any of you to stop your sign to keep me down. Be happy again.
Oh, that's like when Joker was in the
suspicion that
elevator
we're not
for the
giving
first
the
one.
people what they want.
It's okay, baby. Let's give the people what they want.
Oh, boy. I knew that scene was going to be gnarly. Oh, I know, man. This is going to be brutal.
Sing hallelujah. Come on, get happy. Ready for the judgment day.
Why he just stopped? Interesting. It looks great. I'm just wondering where it's gonna go. Like, I see a lot of chaos. I see a lot of just craziness happening, but I do wonder where it goes. What's the main crux of the story? Obviously, they get out of the insane asylum, Arkham Asylum, most likely, and they go on a tear. But is that all the movie is? That's what I'm curious about. What do you guys think in the comments down below? Let me know if you're still super excited for Joker 2. I don't know how to pronounce that French name that it has. What are you expecting from the film? Is this one of your most anticipated films of the year? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you're live, stay tuned. And get to the comments. Let me get you a poll. Best trailer. Joker 2. Rebel Moon. And what was the other movie? What was the other trailer? What was the trailer we watched? What was the trailer we watched? Gotta head out. Oh, Cuckoo. I always forget the first trailer. It feels like it's ages ago. Start poll. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Snyder, where's the Army of Dead sequel? He's probably going to be working on that after these Rebel Moon movies. I like the Army of Dead. Are you describing Lucasfilm or WB from the past? I am describing that can describe both of them. Well, no, because with Lucasfilm, even though they kind of they made some bad decisions, the movies made money. 3 Star Wars films made $1 billion. Bud laughs like he just won the lottery. Facts. It looks like he kind of did. Yeah, there's a reason he's the Joker. Yeah, man. He's great at it. Just let the guy be happy. Or maybe not. I'll be there opening weekend, but it's not something I'm super excited for. It. Okay. Got you. Collect Moon said, bye. It's kind of like, meh. Yeah, I'll see. Interesting. Okay. Are you a fan of the first one? If you're not, I understand. Has this year gone really fast? Because I felt like we're almost to 2025 already. We're past halfway through the year already. It's going by really, really fast. I don't even remember the major events from January and February. This is my second most anticipated movie of the year. What's your first most anticipated? Cuckoo. You voted for Cuckoo? Okay. Bud forgot. I'm not sure what that means. I'll be there opening weekend. Oh, weekend. I'm not super sorry. Yeah, I'll see it. As Instinct would say, best bye. That's amazing. Yeah, it's a bye for me too. I really love the first film. It's not super rewatchable, but I remember how great of experience I watched it, and I watched it twice so far. Yeah, I'm super excited to see this film. I'm excited for all 3 of these films in varying degrees. Rebel Moon's obviously the least excitement, then Cuckoo, then some Joker. Bye. I typed my thing twice because I had a stroke and made a bunch of typos. My bad. I just had a stroke. He's so silly. No worries. I appreciate the effort. Thank you guys for participating in this. Let's get into the next topic. Let's talk about some box office. Gotta really do that one over and lower it. It's so loud. Yeah, so let's talk about the box office. This past weekend, a new movie came out, and it was Twisters. My review for this movie is on the channel, so you can find out how I feel about it personally. But Twisters storms to the top of the box office at a #1 big debut. It pulled in $80 million domestically on a $200 million budget. The prediction for this movie was $50 million, so it beat the prediction by $30 million, a little bit more than that. It was like 80 point something, but I put it at flat 80. This has a bigger opening than the original. It doubled the original, basically. The original opened at 41, so almost double. It's the biggest opening ever for a disaster film, which is very surprising to me that like Deep Impact or Armageddon didn't have bigger openings than this, but that's really, really awesome. And it made $123 million worldwide. The movie had an A- cinema score, which is really, really strong for a blockbuster like this. The movie cost $200 million, so that's really, really good, meaning there might be some repeat viewing for the film. The Rotten Tomatoes score, the critics didn't hate it. They liked it. 77% of them liked it, but the audience seemed to like it a lot more at 92%. I'm happy for this movie. It made a lot of money. It made a big chunk of money in its first weekend, which it needed because it's at a bad position coming out a week before Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be eating up so much of the viewing time. I can see there's a lot of people who don't care about comic book movies that will go see Twister because they want to see a summer blockbuster, might go for repeat viewing, may go see this for the first time. I had a friend that said they're going to go see it for the first time because they're not really interested in the MCU or anything like that. So I'm hoping this movie makes money. I hope it makes back the money that it needs to make. I really enjoyed it. You can check, like I said, you can check out my review on the channel to hear my full thoughts. The narratives that come out of this for me is that I think Glenn Powell is starting to prove himself that he may be a movie star. Anyone But You did one of the most high, I think it's either the highest grossing romantic comedy ever or one of the most highest grossing romantic comedies ever. And now he's in the highest grossing disaster film ever. So yeah, and he also was in one of the highest grossing movies ever in Top Gun Maverick. So obviously he had a small part in that role in that movie. But, you know, this is another feather in his cap for him. And his next movie is going to be Running Man, the remake. And then he's also going to be doing Top Gun Maverick 3, which he announced that he kind of knows a date when that's going to happen. So he's on a roll. I think he is well-deserved. He seems like a genuine guy. And I think that this is really big for him. And I think he was like a big of a draw. Daisy Edgar-Jones has been doing a lot of work on social media promoting this movie, and her face being mainly on the posters, and she's the second top billed artist on here. I think this is big for her, and I think she needs to take an opportunity and find a way to catapult this into her next project. Find a franchise or a bunch of smaller movies that are really exciting that she can start building her name as someone that people want to see in theaters so she can start becoming a box office draw as well, because I think she's a solid actor. The guy that played Javi, Anthony Ramos, he's been really, really solid. His docket, I think, is filled up because he's part of the Transformers franchise now. He's most likely to be in the next Transformers. It looks like he's going to be in the rebooted G.I. Joe, which is really, really exciting. So he has work. Hopefully this levies him into starring in that G.I. Joe film. I think he's always super solid in everything he does. And the director, Lee Chung-Isaac, is a director who did a small indie film called Minari. And he went from that to doing a $200 million blockbuster film. You don't see that pretty often. I think the studio took a chance on him to make this movie. He didn't do any legacy sequel stuff. He didn't bring characters from the old movie back into this movie to, like, you know, make it this whole like nostalgia play in that way. There are elements of the old movie in this movie for the nostalgia part, but it's a standalone thing in the same universe. And I think he did a really wonderful job directing this film. And I think this is going to be a big thing for him to get another chance to direct something else, and representation, because this is an Asian director getting to direct a $200 million franchise film. So we don't see that often. This is why I'm celebrating Twisters, because not only that, it's also a great film. So guys, I'm really excited for what's going on with this film. Let's talk about the rest of the top 10 and the notables. Despicable Me 2 rolls back up from, I think, number 4. Or wait, was it number? No, I think it was number 3, and rose up back to number 2 on the charts. It dropped 45%, which is really, really strong. Wait, sorry, no, Despicable Me 2, Despicable Me 4 dropped 45% and dropped down to number 3 in the box office. Inside Out 2 climbed up from number 6 to number 3. Sorry, I'm reading this wrong. It was number 2 for Despicable Me 4. It dropped down because of Twisters, but it only dropped 45%. And it's already the number 3 film in 2024 for terms of box office. That's how I was supposed to read that. Inside Out 2 climbs from number 6 last week back to number 3, and it only dropped like 33%. So this movie has amazing holds. Like Laser said, it's made $1.45 billion. The legs that it has are insane. I don't think Deadpool and Wolverine is going to stop it too much because it's an animated film versus an R-rated film. It's the only family film in theaters right now that's really doing things. I think Garfield is slowly coming out. If is on digital already, so there's not really anything family friendly that's Despicable Me 4, but the fact that Inside Out climbed up even with Despicable Me 4 out is really good sign for this movie to continue to make a lot of money. Long Leg dropped I think 47%, which I thought was very interesting. I thought it was going to drop harder than that because, you know, how controversial the reviews are and the film is, but it held to number 4. It was number 2 last week, right behind Despicable Me, as they said, and it held 47%. So I think the word of mouth is holding it. We'll see how it holds. and makes money. It's already a super big success. Neon's biggest opening ever, might be one of Neon's biggest movies ever. And then Fly to Me to the Moon is at number 7, and I think it's one of the disasters for Apple TV. I feel like every year they have one of these. Argyle is one of them in terms of being like a $200 million film that flopped. Kills the Flower Moon being another film that was $200 million, ended up flopping. And Napoleon, another film for them that was $200 million and flopping. And then this one, not 200, it's 100 million, but unfortunately it flopped. So Apple has, and then there's a report coming out that Apple's view duration, so Apple's views for a month, Apple TV Plus is view for a month is less than how many people view Netflix for a day. So they have to work on getting advertisers. And I think the big thing for them is that they need to get on the Android platform. I know that they're Apple, they want to be on iPhones, they want to be exclusive, but it's not working. It's not working. More people have Android phones in the world than they do Apple phones. I know that people feel like iPhone is super popular. It is in America, but worldwide, Android is the leader. Across multiple companies. And I like Apple TV Plus, but I want to watch it on my phone, in my bed, on the road. I don't want to have to sit down and go on my smart TV and watch it. I watch TVs on the go. So they need to figure that out. And Fly to the Moon is another one where I think they didn't promote this really well. I think the budget was way too high for a film like this. We've seen throughout this year, people are not going to theaters to see old school films like this, like Westerns and things like that. So they really need to think about what they're investing their money in and get the service out other places so that people can understand that they have a high quality content on that service, some of the best content, matching with HBO. HBO is the king of content in terms of TV shows. Apple TV has phenomenal TV shows and movies as well. So Fly to the Moon is another ding in their cap, and they need to figure it out. Guys, let me know how you feel about your favorite movies in the box office, how they're doing, all the narratives that are coming out of it, and what do you think are going to happen like over the weeks? Do you think that Deadpool and Wolverine is going to knock all these films out of the wazoo and they're all going to just start flatlining? Or do you think they're going to be kind of still competing because that's an R-rated comic book movie and Despicable Me, Inside Out are like family-friendly films, and what's it called? Long Legs is a horror movie. So it's all space for everybody. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel. Stay tuned if you live. Let me see what you guys do. I type my thing. Is CapCut an app? Yes, CapCut is an app. You can download on your phone and edit your videos. Deadpool and Wolverine was my number 1 movie out of most anticipated, and Joker 2 was my number 2, my most anticipated, and Doom Part 2 was my number 3. Nice. Wait, bro, did you see Twister's movie Theater Standy? It was a tube where you could go into it and it would have air inside of it. I saw it at CinemaCon videos, but did you see something like that? No, I didn't hear about that. It would have been really, really cool. I would have loved to take a picture in that. It's called the Twisters booth. That's awesome. That's a great name. Is Tom Cruise coming back for Top Gun Maverick 3? We don't know. We don't have full details. We just know it's happening. There's supposed to be a Top Gun show happening on Paramount Plus, and there's going to be a third movie. I'm not sure what the details of it. I know the show's supposed to be like an academy for pilots. I'm not sure about what the movie is going to do. Well deserved, great movie. Reminding me of where I grew up. Oh, okay, you grew up in somewhere like Oklahoma. Nice, country boy or girl. Fly Me to the Moon is another Apple flop. Yeah, Kills the Flower Moon, Argyle, Napoleon, and now this all flopped. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them, and they casted some really solid actors, but I don't think any of them are movie stars, unfortunately, other than Leonardo DiCaprio. But I think the 3.5-hour runtime for that film and Kills the Flower Moon and the subject matter kind of turned people off. Do you think Inside Out 2 will slow down after Deadpool 3 releases? Yes, I do think it's going to slow down a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be out of the race. I think it's still going to make a sizable amount of money, but I think Deadpool 3 is definitely going to slow it down a lot. $1 billion movies for the rest of 2024 is my guess. Despicable Me 4, definitely. It's already at 500 and something, and it's one of the highest grossing films of the year. Moana 2, definitely. People are super excited for that film. Deadpool 3. And Beetlejuice 2, I don't think has a chance. What was the box office for Beetlejuice 1? I don't know how many people. There's hype for Beetlejuice, but I don't think it's enough. So the first movie made $74 million. I don't think that the second one is gonna make $1 billion. That's like a huge leap from 74 for the first one, which was like 20, 30 years ago, for this sequel to make $1 billion. I don't think Beetlejuice 2 will make $1 billion. There's a chance. I might be wrong. Maybe the hype for this movie is way higher than I think it is, but I don't even know if it's gonna match the original. But we'll see. Dang, Top Gun's gonna be 40 when the third movie releases. Goddamn. Yeah, probably. Beetlejuice 2 has hype and it's a legacy sequel like Top Gun 2. Yeah, that's different though. It doesn't have Tom Cruise. It doesn't have the action, the practical action. It doesn't have the agenda that movie has, the military and American agenda that everybody latched onto in that film. It's different. Beetlejuice 2 is a horror movie. It's a comedy horror. And it doesn't have any but like stars. Like Tom Cruise is a star. But I do think it'll make sizable money. But I don't think it's gonna. Not every legacy sequel is just gonna make $1 billion just because Top Gun did. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Beetlejuice. Hold on. Let's not say that too many times before he pops up and ruin my stream. Okay, let's talk about. Hold up. Wait a minute. You thought I was finished? We got 2 more segments. What's coming out this week? We're going to talk about what's coming out this week in theaters and on streaming. I finally consolidated this list, made it more streamlined, so this is an easier thing to read and take in. If I can find my graphic. What the heck? Where did my graphic go? Oh, here it is. So, notables out this week in theaters is obviously Deadpool and Wolverine is the biggest movie that's coming out. It's going to dominate theaters. The guess is that this movie is going to debut at $360 million worldwide, which is insane on a $250 million budget, 225, something like that. Guys, in the comments and also on the live stream, over or under, how much you think this movie is going to make? Do you think it's a chance that it may make more than 360 worldwide, or it could drop down a little less? How do you feel like it's going to go? I'm very, very interested. I do think there's a chance for it to make more money than this. I can see doing 375, maybe even 380, leading more into it. Some people walking in, getting it, because there's so much hype for this film, and this is worldwide. I think domestically is supposed to make like 200, 220. So that's exciting. If you're not excited for Deadpool and Wolverine, if you're one of the few people in the world that's not excited for it, a nice indie coming of age story by a Korean kid learning about love, skateboarding, and coming of age. A Taiwanese kid. The movie is set in 2018. It's a great coming of age story. I've heard great things about this, called Didi. That'll be also debuting. If that's something you want to check out in theaters, I think it's going to be not wide release, but wide enough that you can find it in your theater. Go check that out. And then on rental, it's Kill, the Indian action movie that came out earlier this year that people are saying is the best action movie of the year. You are able to rent it as of today. I'm definitely going to be checking it out. I might be checking it out after the stream. Super excited to see this movie and see if it holds up. People are saying it's the Indian John Wick, and it's actually getting a remake already. And another movie that is coming out on digital that it's going to be coming out on digital today actually is Bad Boys Ride or Die. And I have a special surprise for you. This is sponsored by Collective Movie Man, who's in the live chat right now. I have a digital code for Bad Boys Ride or Die right here. Is this Bad Boys Ride or Die? Yes. Or actually, I think Bad Boys for Life. If you want to redeem it, take a picture of it, redeem the code now, and let me know in the comments if you get it. I am going to give you guys about like 30 seconds to do it, and then I'm going to move on. So give me a 1, give me a 2, give me a 3, give me a 4. Next time I do this, I'm going to have like an actual countdown. Give me a 6, give me a 7, give me an 8, give me a 9, give me a 10, give me 11, give me a 12, give me a 13, give me a 14, give me a 15, give me a 16, give me a 17, give me 18, give me a 19, give me a 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Hopefully you got it. And you can enjoy a digital free version of Bad Boys for Life. Not Ride or Die, sorry. But Bad Boys for Life, the one right before Ride or Die. Just in case you never saw it. Okay, let's get into the last segment at night, and then we'll do the Q&A. Ask me anything. So this will lead right into it, and this segment is Attacking Zach. It was where I take your curated questions and answer in long form on live stream, and I'm super excited to answer. If it will pop up, Cam Cross Comics least favorite part of going to the movies, which was a really, really great question. Least favorite part going to the movies. So instead of giving one answer to Cam, I'm going to give you guys 3 answers, and I have little pop-ups here. And the first one is expensive, mediocre food. So I am a Regal Unlimited member. So I pay $23 a month so I can see as many movies I want to see every day. I think I can see, I can see as many movies I want every day, any day. There's no limits on it. The movies just can't be too many, like too close. Like it can't run into another one. So there has to be space in between so they don't run into another one. If I didn't have that and I had to pay for my ticket, which is $20, and then had to spend $30 on the mediocre food in movie theaters, I'll be very upset, right? Like even at the highbrow Alamo Draft House, Nighthawk, Cinemarks, and those like boutique theaters, the food is still not like it's not worth the price of admission, right? It's not that great. So expensive, mediocre food really hurts the experience. One of the things I don't like. The second one would be 40 minutes of commercials. I'm tired of going to the theater, and I guess these are basically my pet peeves of going to the theater now. And there's not only just a bunch of trailers, there's car commercials, there's Amazon Prime TV show commercials, there's this thing called Noovie where they give you trivia. There's just a barrage of just commercials every time I go to the movies. And it's just like, get me to the movie, please. Just too much. I'm just tired of it. They need to cut it down, give me a couple trailers, and that's it. And then the theater turning the lights on the credits. And when I say that, meaning like the movie just ended and the credits the credits just started and the lights just turn on. Whoa, hell on. Let's respect the movie. There might be an after credit scene. I want to see what the credits look like. I want to see what's part of the movie. Let's respect the movie. What are y'all doing? Why are y'all rushing us out? The movie's technically not over. The credits are part of the runtime. So that's one of my pet peeves. I think least favorite parts of the movies when that happens as well. Most of the time, the Regal I go to, they don't do that. But sometimes it happens. It happened to me with Long Legs. When I went to go see Long Legs, they turned the lights on really fast. Like, whoa, calm down. I'm trying to sit with this heavy movie I just watched. So yeah, that's my answers for Attacking Zach for this week. Thank Cam Cross Comics for asking me that question. Go subscribe to his channel. And I think on Monday, I'm going to be on his channel for a Deadpool and Wolverine spoiler talk. Not 100% sure on that. I'll let you guys know. But this is the Q&A section. You guys can ask me anything for the next 10 to 15 minutes that you will like, and I will answer. Let's effing go. To me, my Deadpools. To me, my Deadpools. I love that. Bad Boys 5 will be called Bad Boys Wanna Die. Oh, God. I hope not. Least favorite is when an idiot thinks he's the main character of the movie. Oh, you mean like someone in the movie theater thinks they're in the movie, like they're talking too much? The AMC ad for the Wolver Bussy says, "Eat your popcorn responsibly." Oh God! First of all, you calling it Wolver Bussy is wild as hell. But oh God, no. New Rockstar has said this once, but he said that when you watch the credits, you shouldn't just twiddle your thumbs, but be happy and proud everyone names the effort in the credits. I agree. That's why I like staying during the credits and appreciating everyone that was a part of the film. Don't just leave and stuff like that. Someone made this film you just watched. Obviously, the movie sucked. You probably don't want to sit for the credits for it. But if you enjoyed it, especially, you should stay for the credits. Let me end this poll. I just realized I still had this going. This poll was actually, what was your favorite trailer during buy, rent, or sale? And 100%, of course, was for Joker 2. Not surprised at all. That's one of the most hyped up movies for the year, so I'm not surprised at all. Wolver Bussy will cure my depression. Oh, God. Who do you think ends up on Deadpool's X-Men squad besides X-23 and Wolverine? That's interesting. Just an educated guess. People have said that this movie is a love letter to the Fox X-Men. So I do think that a lot of the original X-Men will show up in this film. I think some maybe of the rebooted cast too. I think it will be a shame if they don't bring some of the rebooted cast, especially since that's the timeline Deadpool was in. If they still keep in that continuity, I think that we'll see. I think we'll see a Jean Grey. I think Fennec. I forgot what her name is. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now. X-Men, not 97. Was that 2000 that movie came out? Yeah. What's her name? Fame Jensen. I think she's available. I would love to see Rogue come in. I would love James Marsden to come in. He just won an award. That'd be great. Patrick Stewart has to come back. That has to happen. I think Quicksilver would be great. I think it's and Storm. I think Halle Berry needs to come back. I think those will be really, really great. And post when you think about Wolverine, those are some of the characters that he had a relationship with. Cyclops, obviously his rivalry. Jean, he was in love with. Storm, he had a relationship with in terms of friendship. Beast is somebody that needs to come back. A lot of these really top A actors need to come back and be on that team. The only issue about the Wolver Bussy is that it has 4 plastic flaps inside this mouth, making it hard to stick something. Hey, Laser, what are you doing? I gotta make sure I read your comments before I put them up here because you're out here wilding the hell out. I only saw X-Men 2000. You never seen the other X-Men films? I love your Funko collection, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really hope Ian McKellen comes back for it. Me too. Me too. I heard that Patrick Stewart is back, so I would love Ian McKellen to join him as well. Storm is kind of bad. Sorry, but anyways, I like that first X-Men. Well, it's Halle Berry. She bad as hell. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You got me reading some wild stuff on live. How dare you? Hey, Zach, I meant to ask, did you see the controller for the Deadpool and Wolverine? Yeah, yes. Let me pull those up. Xbox Deadpool. Wild controllers, man. What the? Can y'all just show me the controllers? Y'all know what I'm here for. The booty. Wow, that sounded wild. But yeah, the Deadpool detachable booty apparently is detachable, and this is the console. Yo, Xbox is so weird. Why is this a sweepstakes? This should be something that is more limited, I guess, but not a sweepstakes. You know how many people would buy this version of the console? This is one of the coolest things that we've ever gotten. It would sell out like hotcakes. This, and they got the Wolverine 1 too, which is cool. I think those are fan made. Is that how it looks? Does it have claws in the back? I don't think it doesn't have. That's how it looks. Okay, that's supposed to be fan made. But yeah, these are cool. I think it's a great idea. And why I think it's a great idea they did it with Xbox is because the Deadpool movie, the Deadpool video game came out on Xbox exclusively. So it just makes sense for them to get the controllers. I like that continuity. You know me too damn well. I do, but I fell for it anyway. What if the newer Professor X actor shows up? I like him a lot. He's one of my favorite actors, so I would love him to be there. But since it's a multiverse story, show them both. The space. The movie's 2 hours and 2 minutes. Oh yeah, the cheeky controllers. The booty is a separate piece, and now Zach got. Oh yeah. I'm not reading that loud. Zach got horny. I ain't get horny. Relax. Imagine a controller that has more cake than you. That cake don't controller don't got no more cake than me. You know what I mean? Yeah, the one with just the booty is the real one, and the thing I don't like about it is that you have to enter a contest to get the controllers. Yeah, and the system. I don't know why they did that. They should have just did it. You could buy it and just do a limited release. Do like 1,000 consoles or maybe 2,000. It would sell out. Hey Zach, did you talk about physical media? I had to jump through this all the way to where you are because I was busy a few minutes. So So I'm going to let you know, Collective Move. Unfortunately, I know I brought it back, but I'm going to be cutting the physical media part. I've talked to some people in the community. A lot of people unfortunately just don't care about the physical media talk. It's unfortunate, but yeah, I'm going to cut it. I have to streamline the live stream as much as possible. I know people drop off during that part. So I'll post on Twitter showing the controller cake on the character's legs. That's hilarious. Oh, the chat got wild. Yeah, you made the chat get a little wild, man. You know, you're wild with the booty cheeks and the hornies and stuff. I know, Collective Movie, man. I'm so sorry, but we'll talk about it on the side like we always do. I still love physical media. What did I just buy? Just bought something. Hold on. Let me show you some physical media I bought, guys. Give me 1 second. So one of my favorite movies of last year. I just got on Steelbook. It's on Shudder, but I wanted to get the Steelbook for this. This is Skinamarink. This is a very divisive movie. I thought it was scary. A lot of people thought it was boring. Depending on what you fare as a kid, it can affect you in different ways. And I love this kind of movie because it depends on who you are, how you interpret it. So this is one of my newest buys. I'm going to be. I know I keep saying it. I'm waiting for one physical media to come to me into my hands. I'm probably going to get it Friday to do my my movie haul. I'm going to start doing that just on the channel, not in the members, because yeah, I think you all should see that. Or I might do it for the members for a week and then let the people see it a week after. That's what I'll do. I'll leave a video like that for the members for a week and then release it to the public later. He said, nice. I still haven't seen that. Yeah, if you have Shudder, I don't know if you have that streaming service. I know you're limited on streaming services. But you can get it on eBay. I got it on eBay for $17. Not bad. Cool looking. Did you see my letterbox link? Yes. Your movies that made you? I saw it. I was supposed to get Risky Business Criterion 4K, but I forgot my Barnes & Noble gift card. Damn. That sucks. I hate that for you, man. I hate that for you. I can close this. I'll leave that open. Let's see. I'll probably give it 2 more minutes and then I'm gonna head out. So I'm gonna pick it up Thursday after the show. What show? What show do you watch on Thursdays? What show do you watch on Thursdays? Yeah. Oh, you're seeing Deadpool on Thursday. Nice. And guys, please be respectful. Please try not to post spoilers everywhere. A lot of people are not going to be able to get to see it on Thursday. Please. I'm seeing it on Friday night because tickets were so packed up. And I also wanted to see it with a friend. I didn't want to see it by myself. So I had to wait to do it for 7 p.m. So my review is going to be coming on probably Saturday. And everybody, if you can, check out my Movies That Made You live stream I did with Collective Movie Man. We had a great time. My next one is supposed to be for next month with Sully Streams. I got to follow up with him on that and make sure that that's actually happening. I have a backup in case he can't do it. But yeah, definitely check that out and be on the lookout for Sully Streams. I'm super excited to do the Movies That Made You with him. And I have a whole list each month of people that I'm going to be doing. So that's going to be monthly. You're going to be seeing some of your favorite content creators within our small community up on here talking about their favorite movies that made their taste. You can understand them a little bit more. Imagine they had a cheeky controller for Black Widow. That would have sold hotcakes, if you know what I mean. But I have to get going, Zach. I'm going to be doing my live stream, watch along House of Dragons season 2. No problem. I'm about to head out myself. So you have a good night. Have a good live stream. I am New Rockstar and Screen Crush. I know it's the most current trend to spoil stuff before Monday. Yeah, I'm not subscribed to them. So those we got to break everything down channels, I stopped because they spoil stuff in their thumbnails all the time, trying to bring people in. I can't do it. But before I go, let me shout out to my channel members, if I can find my branding. Yeah, on the producer tier, Kenny Sparks, Nanette Blood Rose, Screens and Reviews, 80 Kids from the 90s, Have You Seen With T, Basic Moose, and the Spoiler Kings. Thank you all for being channel members. Appreciate you all. Everyone that's in the chat, thank you so much for being here the whole time. And if you came in and out, I appreciate all of you chilling with me. And be on the lookout for my Deadpool and Wolverine review, and be on the lookout for my Lord of the Rings Return of the King review next week, Thursday. That's when that will come out. So peace out, everyone, and have a good night.